Throw together this Mediterranean style gluten-free stuffed chicken with the leftovers you have lying around in your fridge. When I put together this recipe, there was no real measurements or any idea really. So based on what I had left in the fridge is how this recipe has been enacted. I had leftover chicken, which once you cut away all the yucky bits, cut it in half, but don't cut it all the way to the end, so it's kind of like an envelope. Once you've chopped your chicken, set it aside and get a clean chopping board and a clean knife. Then these are some semi-dried tomato strips that I've gotten just from the local supermarket. They're gluten-free and they are simply just contained in a packet, not in any liquids. Because this was a throw together recipe, I used this particular type of tomato strip, but if you've already got one that's in a jar that's already been open, it might have been preserved in oil and spices, you can use that. I also had some artichoke hearts that were opened as well in the jar, just in like a brine, also gluten-free. Chop them up to similar size as the semi-dried tomato strips and just put it all together into a bowl. This is cottage cheese. Again, if you have ricotta, you could swap it out for ricotta probably, but I had cottage cheese in the fridge and I thought I'll just see how it all goes. Mix it all together. Then if you've got any leftover passata or any open tomato-based sauces in your fridge, grab a teaspoon, pop it into the mix with the cheese and the vegetables, mix it all around to just give it a bit of flavour. Go back to your chicken, open it up, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then put in the cheese mixture into the centre. Fold the chicken over to make it into a little parcel and then pop that aside into a tray. Repeat that until you've used all of your mixture and all of your chicken. So what you can't see in this video is how pedantic I am when I cook with raw chicken. I never touch the raw chicken and then go and touch utensils. I'm always washing my hands in between. I'm always using different utensils if I'm touching raw chicken and fresh food. Even though it all gets cooked, I'm just pedantic. Pop the rest of your sauce over the top of your chicken and just layer it on the top. It's just going to sit there. It's probably seep down a little bit, but mostly it'll stay on top of the chicken through the cooking process. Aluminium foil over the top and pop it into the oven about 180 degrees and cook until your chicken is done. There you have it, gluten-free Mediterranean stuffed chicken.